Hi Cancer, welcome to your mid-October 2021 general tarot reading. It's Rena here. So, the first card I got was your card. So we will see what transpires here, and I will be able to, let's see. Oh, wow. This is wonderful. Okay, but first of all, can we talk about all of these major arcana cards? 3 out of the 6. Okay. Just going to put these down for a second. So, something like this. Okay. So the heart of the matter is the Chariot card, and this is if you're trying to accomplish a goal and you feel like there are things that are dragging, you know, I don't know how you'd put it, like kind of sucking at your energy, keeping you from achieving your goal. And obviously this can be you know, people, places, things, you know, situations in your life that are distracting you, that are kind of discouraging you from pursuing your dreams. If you're in a work environment and it seems like you can't, you have like coworkers that are trying to thwart you, anything that can feel like that. And yet it's something where what just came into my mind is you are in the driver's seat. So don't think that you are being driven by, that the chariot is driving you. You are the one driving it. And this can also be a card of like travel. So, you know, we did have Mercury retrograde and we still do until the 18th. That can be delaying travel plans, but even without a Mercury retrograde, let's face it, it's like the last year and a half has been one big Mercury retrograde, right? In a lot of ways. And so we've had to kind of adjust to things that are not as they seem, or as we want them, I should say. So, in the past position, we have the Strength card, and this can be like someone who is coming into their own, who is becoming more confident in their own abilities. Maybe you have begun to break away from a person who has been trying to control you, and that is what the Chariot represents to you, that you are in the driver's seat of your life, and every day you realize this more, and that is self-empowering and that kind of thing. That it's interesting because the Strength card can be that sense of confidence, but coming from within, that sense of bolstering your self-esteem and feeling very good about yourself so that you can do what you need to do in your life apart from other people. You're very much the nurturer, but you have to nurture yourself. And when you nurture yourself, you won't express the lower nature of Cancer, where you become overly involved in other people's lives, you know, codependent, clinging to relationships instead of enjoying them, instead of co-creating with others, but this feeling of, you know, other people controlling you or their behavior controlling you. So, and like I said, this can be like even work related. The higher message is the Six of Swords. So this is, you know, leaving something behind that is stressful and choosing peace. This can actually be physical relocation. So if the Chariot, again with travel, this is very much indicated. So maybe your travel plans have been postponed more than once, but this card would suggest that this is really your future. And I'm not reading this like a fortune teller. What I'm saying is this is supposed to be the bigger picture, which means that, yes, it is meant for you, if other factors, cooperate for you to be thinking about physical relocation. Sometimes, people want to relocate because they just have this sense of like, okay, well, screw all these people in my life. Nobody understands me. And they're not coming from a mature place. They're coming from maybe self-pity or just something like that. And that's not really what is, that's not a great reason to move, because you're coming from a place of being the victim and you think everybody is against you. But actually what I'm talking about is more where you feel a sense of, I get to be in the driver's seat, and I see here that this isn't working very well. So I want something different from my life. What crosses you is the Queen of Wands. It's funny because I was getting in-law vibes here. And I was thinking, well, what else could, be? I just was. And maybe it's because with Cancer, in-laws are always part of the equation because they're very family oriented. I don't know. But I was getting in-law vibes. So if anybody needs to hear this and you have a mother-in-law from hell, and, this isn't to put down mother-in-laws or mothers. This is only those people who are very, centered in their own, what they want, to the exclusion of what other people need. And so they're not coming from a desire to be fair or considerate, And so if they have a child, they think of that child as a possession, and that child is supposed to just fulfill all their emotional needs for their whole life. And so this kind of person, I always joke about the Queen of Wands, because one time I was talking about the Queen of Wands in an upright position, and I still had like some of these things that were kind of like on the negative side, and I really pissed somebody off. And somebody who was a fan of the Queen of Wands, apparently. And I didn't mean to do that, because I do think that the Queen of Wands, actually, I'm a Sun in Sagittarian, and it's supposed to be me. I see it as Leo because of the sunflower. I have Taurus rising, so I'm very stubborn, and I will continue to repeat things until they become fact. But I'm reading this as a reversed card because I'm reading it in the challenge position, which would be the reverse position. And this woman may be attention seeking. She may be a narcissist, meaning that what she wants is what everyone should give. And, if you have something else that you are dealing with, too bad. It's all about her. And these kinds of people obviously can wreak havoc on relationships. So I'm just pushing that in. And so if you're dealing with somebody like that and it's affecting your relationship with your spouse, that kind of thing needs to be looked at, because if they're not going to stand up to this person, and if you haven't had children yet and you plan to, you better really think about it, because that type of person needs to be to protect their family first and foremost, not appease someone who won't ever truly be appeased, as long as you're in the picture, if you feel like you're being unfairly targeted. So dealing with this issue, if you're the only one who is dealing with this issue, if your partner does not want to go there, then you have to decide if you're going to continue to invest time in this relationship. And if this is like an authority figure, a boss, that person may not want you to be independent. They may want to micromanage you, and you have to consider that as well. You're a cardinal sign, even a Cancer, being a cardinal sign, you don't really take too kindly to being ordered around. You would much rather call your own shots. What's coming in is the Four of Cups. This is a card of dissatisfaction, not feeling it. And you may be getting affection or solicitation of something, but it's not something that you necessarily want. So it's one of those things where if you're at a company and they're trying to keep you and they're trying to sweeten the pot, but even if they give you a raise or whatever it is that they're trying to do, you're still kind of like not impressed by it, and you're just kind of like dissatisfied with the situation. And that's actually a good thing, because it means that you're going to take action in one way or the other, whatever the situation is. It's like you're not going to settle for less than you deserve. And the outcome is the Sun card, and this is a card of, positivity, healing, love, children, joy, prosperity, all of the good things in life, success. So what does this all mean? Well, I feel like if you can assume responsibility for what is yours in life, and I saw somebody write it as response and then hyphen ability. So basically what I think they meant by that is that you respond to life as it is. People who are irresponsible, they tend to, stick their head in the sand, run away from problems. But when you deal with them, not emotionally, but with honoring your right to be happy, that, because the Sun card, like I said, is everything good in life. It's in the upright position. You're deserving of those things. You're deserving of the good things in life. And you can't get there with this emotion. You have to, I take that back. You can't get here with this emotion if you use that as a springboard to seek out something better, which is kind of what this card represents. It's like, I'm not going to try to make a chaotic situation acceptable, or some kind of an inharmonious situation acceptable to me, because I don't have to. I only have a certain amount of time on this planet. My soul may be eternal, but in this lifetime, I only have a certain amount of time. And I want to experience as much happiness as I can. I don't want to go through life feeling disinterested in what life is all about in my daily life. I want to feel joy. I want to feel like a child again. I want to feel free. Or if you want to bring a child into the world, what kind of situation do you want them to experience? So anyway, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I'm primarily an astrologer, and I do natal chart interpretations. I do tarot readings too. I do all kinds of different topics or whatever. So you can check out the link below for more information. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.